Have you ever had life throw a curveball at you? Something that comes along that was completely unexpected? I had something like that happen to me a few weeks ago. But before we get into that, let's back up for a second. My name is Matt Blair. For the past few months, many of you have been following the journey of our family to plant a life-giving church here in Tampa, Florida through an organization called ARC, or the Association of Related Churches. ARC is one of the best church planting organizations in the world, and the training they've given us and the relationships we have are priceless. But about 6 weeks ago, ARC contacted us and said, we were looking at your area and we realized there are a lot of churches and businesses, including another ARC church close by, that all have names that are very similar to your church plant name, which was Bay City Church. They said that can cause confusion when people are trying to figure out where your church is and who you are. So they said, would you prayerfully consider changing your name? That's where the curveball comes in. I went through all the emotions you normally do in those times. I was frustrated, I was confused, I was upset. So I contacted our overseers and some pastors who are much further down the road in the church planting journey than we are. And as we talked, I realized just how much wisdom and discernment came in ARC's decision to ask us to change our name. Because the last thing we want to do is confuse people or hurt another church. So we began the process of rebranding and changing our name. I've been working with a guy named John Eric Mosler and his company, The Wonder Grove. John Eric and I have become great friends, and what I love is that he looked at us and said, now we get to figure out what your vision is and who you are, and let the name of your church reflect that. We have a desire for everyone to experience the love of God and become fully alive in Him. We also want to see people learn how to live a life of wild, unabandoned, big, unhindered faith for God, where nothing gets in the way of them being who God says they are and doing exactly what God says they can do with their life. As we were going through the rebranding process and thinking about those themes, a word came up that we thought really described our vision and our heart for the city of Tampa, and a word that would give hope. So we are no longer Bay City Church. Our big announcement is we've changed our name, and we are now Limitless Church. That's right, Limitless Church. We want to do exactly what that name says. We want to help take the limits off people's lives. Some that they've put there themselves, others that maybe the world or someone else gave them. We want to remove those limits and help people become exactly who God created them to be. So now that you've heard the big announcement, you're thinking, okay, you've changed your name. Now what? Well, here's what we need you to do. Stop by limitlesschurch.tv, check out the new website. You can also go to facebook.com/limitlesschurch.tv, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Limitless Tampa. Why don't you go and do that right now? I can wait a second. I don't have a watch on my wrist, but I'm taking a look at it. Go ahead. Are you following us? You liking us? All those things? Great. Now, one of the things we need you to do as well is continue to pray for us. But not only that, we'd love to be able to pray for you because we're all on this journey together. So what you can do is you can go to limitlesschurch.tv/get-involved. You can submit a prayer request there. But this is also the place you can figure out how you can get involved with all that God's doing at Limitless Church. We're really excited about what's about to happen over the next 3 months as we get ready to launch this church. On September 14th, we'll be meeting at Freedom High School here in New Tampa. Be sure to follow us on social media, sign up for our newsletter. There's going to be a lot more videos coming out, some really fun announcements, and we can't wait to see what God does through this church, because we believe that together with God, life is limitless.